Hello. Welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today we're going to go to the city of Kyoto in the middle of Japan. And Kyoto, of course, is rather famous. It was the capital for about 1,000 years or so. And many tourists want to go there because of all the temples and the history, the culture in Kyoto. And the beer is from Kyoto Brewing Company, which was founded in 2015 by three foreign residents, American, a Canadian, and a Welshman. And they met each other much earlier than that when they were working in northern Japan as English teachers on the JET program, which I think is Japan Exchange and Teaching Program. I don't remember. In any case, they got together again and founded Kyoto Brewing in 2015. And I do know them. This is full disclosure. So I like the beers, but I should tell you that I am familiar with the three men. And I've known the home brewer, or the brewer, the head brewer, longest, and I knew him when he was a home brewer, an excellent home brewer. He studied in the U.S. and he did an internship at Lost Abbey in California, and then he worked at Shiga Kogen in the northern part of, or the middle northern part of Japan, in Nagano Prefecture. They were voted the best new brewery in Japan in 2015 by the Rate Beer Best Selection, and then in 2019 they were voted the best brewery in Japan. So they have about 300 beers listed on Rate Beer. Untapped, I'm not sure, but probably around the same. And they have a tap room, which is part of the brewery in the same building. And this is located in the Minami district of Kyoto, south of Kyoto Station. I think you can probably walk there from there, actually. It's open on weekends only, though, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in the afternoons. And they often have a food truck out front, so you can get some food to eat as well. And you can try 10 different taps of their beers, and they also have beer to take away as well. They generally have some of their flagship beers. There are 4 of them, 4 flagship beers, and then a lot of their latest beers, some specials that are keg-only beers or Kyoto-only beers, things like that. So it's a good place to try their beers. And they also have a seasonal line called Kimagure, which comes out every spring, summer, fall, and winter, and it's generally some sort of an IPA as well. Okay, so Kyoto Brewing Company, they have a number of series, and this one is in their what's called their Mari family series, and one of their first early beers. They started out doing a lot of Belgian style beers, but Belgian saisons or Belgian IPAs with American hops, and so trying to do kind of a Belgian-American fusion sort of thing. And one of the first ones that they started out was called Mari, and they also have Mariko and several others, and generally some kind of Mari in the name. And this one is part of that family series, but it doesn't have Mari. It's called Kyujiro. And each character in the series has a certain personality, and this one is apparently quite an aggressive, confident person, and kind of maybe rubs people the wrong way sometimes, goes his own way. You can see him running here, maybe trying to run faster than a deer, something like that. This one has only 2 ratings on Rate Beer. The average was 3.75 out of 5. And Untapped, there were 43 ratings when I checked, and the average was a little bit higher, 3.87. 8% and 74 international bittering units. So this is classed as an imperial or double IPA. And the malt bill for this is simply Pilsner. And the hops are Polaris, Columbus, Equinot, Talus, Riwaka and Strata. Riwaka, I believe, is a New Zealand hop. And the yeast is Belgian ale yeast. And there's one other ingredient, white sugar, that they've added here. Okay, so again, the Muddy family is an IPA series with Belgian sort of influence. And the yeast here will, this will allow, using Belgian yeast here, of course, will allow more than just the hop flavors. And they're planning that this one will have a dry finish, sort of. So the base apparently is similar to that of a Belgian triple. And so let's see what we get from this here. And recently I did have a strong Belgian wheat beer from Kyoto Brewing that reminded me instantly of a triple, something like West Mall. Yeah, so, okay, again, Kyoto Brewing Kyujiro, and the style is double IPA, 8%, 74 international bittering units. This is one of my favorite styles. Okay, it is definitely a hazy pastel yellow. You can see the carbonation floating up here. And almost no head. It could be from my pour. Okay. Oh my. Okay, this is nice. This is nice. Tropical fruit all over the place. They use Polaris in a lot, Polaris hop in a lot of their beers, and it's fairly recent, I think about 15-year-old, since it came out from Germany. A very high alpha acid. Columbus, Equinot, Alus, definitely an IPA hop here. And Riwaka, I believe, again, is New Zealand. Strata. Okay, so these are not all typical IPA hops, definitely. I'm getting a lot of tropical fruit from this. Stone fruit behind it. Pilsner malt, so the Pilsner malt is not terribly assertive. And a heavily hopped beer like this, it won't come out so much. Okay, flavor. Okay, this is one that changes throughout the palate. Starts off citrusy, goes to a head of sweetness and tanginess, and then the bitterness kind of comes like a waterfall after mid-palate. And there are substantial tracks, definitely. So the bitterness is quite clear. You can see my kitty cat at the bottom corner here, maybe trying to get in. I'll have to stop soon and let her in. Oh, this is very pleasant. Oranges. Peach. Tropical fruit. Like pine resin too as well. It's kind of, yeah, very piney as well. So a melange of flavors. Great palate changes throughout, from initial, mid to final, and nice Trax coating at the end. Bit of alcohol warmth too. This is a very nice beer, and I think if you have a chance, you want to give it a try here. Once again, it's called Kyoto Brewing Kyujiro, and it's a double IPA from Kyoto Brewing in the Muddy family series, 8%. 74 IBUs. Yeah, this is nice, and looks like maybe it's a nice beer for autumn. Yeah, give it a try. We are still in autumn, technically, I guess, for another 3 weeks or so, even though it's getting cold. All right, that is it for today. Please subscribe to the channel and let me hear from you. I'd like to have a comment and tell me your experience with Kyoto Brewing. And tell me if you have any requests, anything you'd like me to work on. I do have playlists of Kyoto Brewing beers and playlists of a number of other series, so you can look at those as well. Do take care. Bye-bye.